handful of students from Puerto Rico represented the island in Washington, D.C. at the National STEM Festival. STEM, of course, stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp met with one of Puerto Rico's STEM students, and her project that aims to cut harmful emissions in the airline industry was on display.
As you can see here, Dolly Promoda, a sophomore at Baldwin School of Puerto Rico in Guaynabo, walks us through her project she's presenting at the National STEM event. The goal of her project is to reduce carbon dioxide emissions from airplanes through algorithm routing.
I come from the little island of Puerto Rico, and in 2020, the Puerto Rican government implemented some regulations that allowed for more transport into the island, which brought many exciting opportunities considering how small of an island it is. But when I saw that, I also had to think about the environmental impacts that it would also bring. Aviation is super energy intensive, and it's one of the biggest factors causing human-caused greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. It contributes more than 1 billion tons of carbon dioxide emissions every single year. I would see those effects firsthand with the rising sea levels and the increased temperature.
By using factors like weather, aircraft weight, fuel burn curves, and more, Promoda says she's been able to significantly cut harmful emissions while optimizing flight routes.
And so compared to existing flights, my model actually delivered a net savings of 499 kilograms of carbon dioxide emissions, and that is actually 3.7% savings. And if you multiply that number by the 45,000 flights flown every single day in the American airspace, that's going to add up super quickly.
Promoda is one of 3 students from Puerto Rico at this event in Washington. This festival aims to highlight the creative solutions to global challenges from students across the U.S. And there's no shortage of solutions, like solving freshwater issues, medical problems, even projects that include worms and dog feces.
Coming from Puerto Rico, being able to have opportunities like this from an island that generally doesn't get these opportunities means so much to me, and being able to represent my home and the place that I call home and the little island that I come from means so much, because that means that I can inspire other Latina women to also pursue careers in STEM and to put themselves out there and to just go for it.
Promoda hopes she can work with large airline companies to reduce emissions, which would protect her home and community in Puerto Rico, as well as the rest of the world, from the impact of harmful carbon emissions.
So I wanted to be part of the change that my little island felt, but also that the world felt in the aviation industry.
In Washington, Rachel Knapp, One Caribbean Television.